boom, boom, boom. Put the boom on it. I got some audio coming from somewhere. I think that's me. That's me. What's up, everybody? DTM in the house. Another Wednesday. And what do we do on Wednesdays? We work with vectors. It's a Wednesday world of vectors featuring art on Adobe Illustrator or Adobe Fresco, because those are the tools that gives us access to vector, and more vector. Big ups to Bree Price on YouTube, already dropping a comment, says hiya people. We got a couple folks already joining us on the Discord. Join us in the Discord where we hang out and draw together. We always having a good time. Whenever we get a chance, we try to join forces. Yes, join forces. So tonight we have an amazing special guest. I'm going to say his name in a minute, but I'm going to give a big ups to Rob, Odari, and Bree joining us on the Discord. Big ups to Gareth on the Behance. Good evening. I don't have a favorite iPad app for drawing. Okay, we're going to get into those conversations in a minute, but check this out. What's up, Elias Inked Coyote in the house, and Odari, what up, dope? We have in the house tonight, joining us on the Discord, ready to share more amazing knowledge, art direction, all of those things. Mr. DJ Tom LaRock. Give everybody give Tom LaRock a hand. Come on in. And there he go. That's his artwork. Look at him. Oh, snap. Already coming with the hard joints. That looks awesome, Tom. Tom, say hello. Talk to us. What's going on with you, bro? And he says that he wants me to talk a little bit more.
No, I'm right here, Dan. There was a phone call coming in, and I just had to shut off the phone call. But thank you, Dan. I'm excited for today. It's been a minute. I've been busy NFTing, but you and I luckily have kept touch the entire time, and I'm excited to join you tonight. Thank you.
Sweet. And it looks like you got one of my drawings that you've been... I made that drawing for Tom. Tom has remixed it, and look at that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you gave the world a treat with this one right here.
Dang, that's right. There you go. So that was my starting point, right? And you gave the world a treat, because I had a good idea and I put it together, and then you had just gone crazy with it. You've done the Tom LaRock remix.
I wanted to get to this. It was a challenge. I just wanted to get to a day glow. So it was just like a personal challenge to myself. You know, how do I take Dan's drawing? And I didn't ask for your Adobe Illustrator. I said, let me just take the high res you posted and see where I can take it. And I was just trying to get to like a day glow. And I thought this was a cool little color palette. And yeah, I just took it there, and then I finally got there, and this was the result.
Nice. That is super hot, man. It's like the red one and even that pink one. These are very super bright colors. It almost feels like those like you said, day glow velvet posters of back in the day, man.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I even looked online to see if I could get those made, and it's actually like a lost art. Those velvet, you know, there used to be posters that had actual fabric on it. It was a form of like a velvet. It felt like velvet. But yeah, I can't find somebody to make those posters. Otherwise, I would put out a bunch of them. So if you know anybody or hear anybody, anyone out there in the metaverse knows of anybody that makes day glow posters with the old velvet, count me in. Let me know.
Nice. Yes, that's insane, man. Wow. So that's a great, awesome job right there. And so tell us a little bit about some of the apps that you've been playing with now with your iPad, because if you can see our screen right now, Tom and I have matching screens, shared screens. We're sharing our screen, and they're matching up. And so I'm on my iPad Pro 12.9 M1 iPad. I got the 1 terabyte. Tom got the 12.9 M1 iPad Pro 2 terabyte. Got the big monster iPad over there.
Sorry, I got excited. My daughter was like, "Dad, really?"
Yes, yes. We're drawing. We're drawing on the big monsters. And what's cool about these iPads is that this version of the iPad, when you get the 1 terabyte or the 2 terabyte, then that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Look at that. When you get this, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I could even show how I was thinking of doing one of two things today, but one could be how I actually remix the DJ. How I start and what's the process look like with vectorizing it. Here is an example that obviously you look like you looked at. Library
I think we lost your screen.
Okay, hold on. We'll just fix that right now. Fix that. 3, 2, 1.
Tom is joining us on the Discord. Anybody who wants to show off your artwork, you can share your screen on the Discord. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Right now, we're reserving the real estate for Tom only. And it went away again. It came in and left. Yeah, it came in and left. Yeah, it happens. Sweet. It happens. That's how Discord acts. Discord has a weirdness to it on the iPad. But it's all good. We're going to be all right. Garrett says, good evening, y'all. I don't have a favorite iPad app for drawing as I don't have an iPad yet. Not strictly true, but I still have my OG iPad. But it's only used as a cookery book these days. Yes. What's up, Tanya? How you doing? Good evening, everyone. The 70s. The 70s. Yes, yes, yes. That's that art style that Tom's been playing with. He's going to tell us more about the apps that he uses. So let me go ahead and double check and see what's happening. There it is. Come on. 1 second. Check out where the kid coloring books are. It says, if I remember correctly, it's called flocking. So Garrett said that the name of that kind of poster, that velvet poster, is called flocking. And flocking. So we're gonna look that up, and that's gonna give us some extra ammunition on the search. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Is that the Tom? Yes, there it is. There it is. Boom. So it just keeps as soon as you.
And on that one, I hit the button by accident. Okay. I cut it out by accident, but right now.
All right.
No, but the other 4 times, yeah, it just cut off without.
I gotcha.
Without notice. So let's give it a second to catch on.
No worries.
Jump out.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So it says, check out where the kid coloring books are. That's my era, the 70s, and my grandkids are always coloring them. Yes. Garrett says, Tom's art is breaking the stream. I can't take it. It can't take it. RB, what up, though? We see you in the Discord. We see you hanging out. But yeah, man, we can't take it, bro. Let me go ahead and move my picture right here. And let's see if we got it. If we got it, it's coming in and out. And so we're gonna figure that out in a minute. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so
that it?
I'm letting it sit for just a second. Like, let's just let it sit like this. Mm-hmm. Catch up. If it has to catch up, maybe it's moving. So let's give it a second, and then I'll jump out of this.
It says you're sharing your screen. Now it says you're sharing your screen.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm in.
So let's see what happens next.
Now, when I jump out of the app, it's kind of giving me a problem. Is it still got me on?
No, it's still on. So as long as you have that red light on the top right, so you can't touch that. Yeah, so you can't touch that. As long as you have that red light, then you're sharing your screen. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and show off Tom's work.
So today I could either start with the DJ character, right? Mm-hmm. And kind of get to the process. We could show the original. Mm-hmm. It stopped again.
It stopped. Yeah. So what is happening? What could it be?
I checked the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is strong.
I'm trying to think of another solution here.
My guess is this has happened before.
Yes, it happened with Monica's stream. With sometimes it happens with Odari. I myself am wired into a computer, and I'm trying to think if we connected your iPad to your Mac with that USB-C, and then open Discord on your Mac, and then shared your screen from your Mac, then you would have the iPad on your desktop of your Mac. So you just can't use your Mac for other things.
Have a USB-C to USB adapter.
Right, and that goes to the back of your Mac into the iPad.
I was wondering when I was going to need to open this box.
Yes. Keep bragging, Tom. Tom got himself a brand new iPad Pro. Oh my gosh! And that's why we want to brag on the artwork. And Tom is the remix king.
You're so kind, Dan.
Yes. Oh, but you're good at it too, though. Like you're really good at it. And you got a color schemes that you like to play with that are awesome. And so you should check out Tom's. Anybody who's watching this should check out Tom's OpenSea wallet. Is that what you call it? Your collection is called a wallet, or is it called a collection? I don't know.
Yeah, on OpenSea, you can just search for my name. OpenSea is the largest NFT marketplace. So if you have a digital wallet, you have some Ethereum, and you're looking to purchase some NFTs and collect some good work, I just posted a new collection today. 15 pieces of entitled Harmonic Colors and Light.
Yes.
And it's not an illustration. It's not a remix. It's not a drawing. It's just colors.
Yes.
And I figured I'd do something different. So that's what I did today.
Well, that's what I want people to go check out, because it's like you're constantly cranking out artwork, and it's and now, like, you're showing that is your forte, the coordination of colors. What's a good word for that? Well, the way you are able to bring in colors together is amazing, and it makes everything look just right. So while we get that going, let me go ahead and pull up my list of what I was going to draw next on the Skullies. I have a Skully list, and so let me go ahead and look for Humpty Hump. That's what I'm drawing today. Humpty Hump.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Gonna keep it hip hop, and got the big nose and the glasses. So let me go ahead and find a good clean picture that I can use.
If somebody within our listening voice can hear us and they're on Twitter right now, please text out this live link for tonight. And I think we're only going for just about an hour. So text that link out right now and tag for me some of the Bay Area greats like Too Short. And who else we got up there? What's homeboy's name? Anyway, if you could tag some people,
MC Hammer.
From the Bay. MC Hammer's actually.
He's from
that guy's around. Listen, he's around. He's be hanging out in Clubhouse.
Okay. There you go. See. There it is. I was gonna say, what is that?
Oh, Shock G. Tag Shock G on Twitter and let them know that we're drawing Humpty Hump live.
That's right. There you go. Shock G is somebody to tag. Yep. So I'm looking for a good clean picture that I can use. And so it looks like you're sharing your screen again. I don't know if that's on purpose. There it is.
Hey, fellas.
What up?
That's it. Tag Shock G. He's passed away.
Shock G? Not Shock G. I think he meant to... you're right. Shock G is passed away. I was thinking of the other people from the group. And
sorry, Money B.
There you go, Money B.
Yeah.
You
can't tag Tupac
Darius
either.
like, I don't know if Shock G gets internet. He might.
He might not get it.
He might get internet. I don't know. You never know, man.
He might get it, but he can't respond.
You don't want those responses. Whatever he got to say, you don't want that. All right, so that's enough of ideas, pulling up ideas. Let's go ahead and get to sketching. All right, so let's go ahead and the Humpty dance, do you dance, I don't even know the words. Well, all right, so let's go ahead.
Take down. Notice now.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you're up. I see you.
Dan's song one line.
Boom.
I'm up.
I see it. Very cool. So come on in. Come on in. Let's go ahead and get a dark purple here. I want the dark purple. Got it. And so let's go ahead. And number one is.
Dan, I could be too. That could be something.
What is it?
Do you want me to have a Skully on the left side? I mean, I could work on a.
I want you to show us
Skully.
what you're working on and what you do. And so if you want to go through some of the apps that you've been using to do those remixes and how they act on the iPad versus the iPhone, because for a long time, you have been telling us to do remixes and adjustments on the iPhone. And now that you got an iPad, I'd like to know your opinion. Oops, there it is. That's what happens. Your opinion on how have you been able to make this artwork on the iPad work for you?
Well, it's only been less than a week. So what I can tell you off the top, like right away, is that obviously from going from an iPhone 6S, which is a very small screen, and that was kind of like how I led my digital career up until now. I've had a very small screen. And that's by choice. I feel like if you give yourself limitations, and we're all limited by having a cell phone in our pocket, I turn that limitation around to, well, if I have a cell phone in my pocket, what can I do with that? If I'm visiting friends and I want to work on art, but I'm required to be in a social setting, how could I continue to work on art? Well, let me see what's available on the iPhone. And I am a big promoter of iOS and the iPhone. The first day, I didn't even have to wait in line when the iPhone came out. I paid the manager a little bit extra and have him brought me one out the back door. So, from that move on, I've been here. So in the last X amount of years, there's a lot of design apps we can use, and us use Adobe apps. But on the iPhone, the last 5 or 6 years, the options that could be covered with a desktop. So I wanted to go find the apps that I could do what Adobe does, but I can do it now using other apps. So I tested and tried every one that I could get my hands on, constantly not searching in the App Store. This is an important point. When you're looking for a graphic design app for a certain need, right? Let's say you do need to do rotoscoping, which is not graphic design, it's a video trick, but you don't go to you can go to the App Store and type in rotoscoping, and then whatever apps are being promoted will be sent to the top and you'll see them, right? But here, Google is your friend. You want to first go on Google and look up iOS apps, August 2021. What are the leading ones? And then search on Google and see what people are saying about things, and then dive into the App Store, download the app, and give it a couple test runs. In my experience, some of the apps frustrate me when I open them. Sometimes they're extremely intricate. Sometimes the user interface isn't what I'm used to. And sometimes I get frustrated and hit an actual wall, right? So at that point, I just put it down and I go do some other stuff until I have the patience to come back and jump back in. And then usually on that second round, I nail it. I can figure out what needs to be done or watch the video, the tutorial. So that's kind of like my rigmarole on how I look for the apps. Another thing I'm always looking for is I'm cross-referencing on Google when I'm looking for what are the leading apps in design or graphic for the month. I'm always cross-referencing the term AI, artificial intelligence, because I want to see what ground has been broken in the world of AI that can help me be better designer quicker.
Right.
Okay, so something that gives results in my workflow that would get me to where I need to be quicker, but just as good or better. So I'm going to show you one of those tools right now.
All right, let's say. Don't talk about it, be about it. And what's crazy is that your screen's been sitting there, and so I think if you don't touch it, It stays on.
That's what I said. While I talk, I'm not going to touch it.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, so one incredible AI app that we would all use in Adobe or anything else would be to remove a background, right? That's a pretty simple request that people need all the time, right? So for that, there's a great app called Photo Room. It's one word. Here it is right here, Photo Room.
Nice.
See it right here in the top left?
Yep.
It's a bluish background with the pink PR, right? This app only does one thing, and it does it good. You don't even have to tell it what to do, okay? So when you open the app, there's a little blue button down. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Excellent. When you open the app, there's a lot of things in front of you, but at the very bottom in the center is a blue button.
I see it, yep.
And that blue button is just to import a photo. And when you import the photo and click the photo you want, you don't tell this app to do anything because it only does one thing. It uses AI to determine what the main subject is. You got me, Dan?
And yes, yeah, we got you, but
right,
we
hold
lost
on.
you.
Yeah, I got it. I'm coming back here.
Cool.
Start broadcast. Okay, so what this app does is you pick the photo you want to remove the background. It, using AI, guesses what exactly that subject matter is. And then from there, it does the magic. So let's look at the magic now. I'm going to grab a photo from my collection that I want to remove the background from. And when I do that, let's pick something clear. What would be good?
Those are a lot of experiments. Like, look at that. That is crazy.
Let's see here. Let's see if I want to take the background. I just want this one sweatshirt. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on the sweatshirt. It scans it. Look at that. Boom. Bing.
Wow. There it is. Wow.
Now I would usually go to this second row down, the second one, which is a PNG clear background, right? And then from here, I go to the top right corner, export, and save it as it automatically saves as a PNG.
And so,
hold on,
yeah,
cut
man,
out again.
That is crazy. I like the idea, the stuff you're sharing, because it makes sense. It makes sense the way you explain it. And so that one is called, and I have that one.
Photo Room.
Photo Room. I like that. Yes.
So as you can see the result there, the edges are perfect. More perfect than if we would have almost went in there and colored it out ourselves. But again, I just saved probably, how long do you think that saves?
Yeah, a lot of time. A good hour sitting there in Photoshop, making a selection all around it to delete that background.
Right. So now I've saved it. Right. I saved it. I think when I saved it. Okay.
Look at that.
And now when I go to my photos,
that's a lot of photos, bro.
When I go to my photos, look,
it's
there
right
it
there.
is, separate.
Yes. Wow.
Now look, because it's a PNG, it's giving us a black background. But tell me one imperfection around the edges that you see.
I can't see nothing. No. It
nothing.
Looks good. Yeah. That is clean, man.
So that's one way I use AI apps in iPhone, iOS, and now iPad to quicken my workflow to get to results quicker, so I can spend more time designing and less time frolicking. So Photo Room, go download it today. I don't get paid from them. I don't work for them. I can just tell you the app works really good 97% of the time.
Photo Room. I'm going to get that right now. And I think I already have it on my phone, but I need to grab that for my iPad. Yes. We have a question, Tanya. Tanya is asking, do you guys have a degree in graphic design? Oh, my God.
I can start. I can kick off that answer.
Go ahead, brother.
I do not have a degree in graphic design. I entered through the side back door 30 years later. So When I was a teenager and hip hop was new, I started collecting media. I started collecting magazines. I started cutting pictures out. I started an archive of print media. When I went to college, I asked my mom and everyone to collect the newspapers that had the stories I was looking for. They did that. Also, when I was a teenager, I was into graffiti art. So graffiti art covers a couple things in graphic design. Graffiti art covers, first off, it covers lettering and typography. Because if you're a professional or take yourself serious as a graffiti artist, you have to have some sort of alphabet that you've created to go make your name.
Right.
So to me, it was important. And I saw a parallel. So in graffiti art, you have to know typography, of which you're making your own typefaces, right from jump using a spray can or pencil.
Yep, that's right.
2, you have to know about painting and mural art and scaling up. And I thought, that was a huge thing, because going from paper to wall was totally different. And then the third thing is character design. A lot of graffiti murals, especially in the 80s and 90s, had characters in them, whether they were taken from like a French cartoon book or they were Superman or the Hulk, like Scene did. These were a big part of what was going on in graffiti. So character design, typography, murals, and painting and blending and colors is where I got like my start. And that was in my teen years. I just personally went on to be a world-class hip-hop DJ for the next 30 years. And I'm not lying. I did not come up for a breath of air, okay? I said, if I'm going to try to be one of the best, I'm going for it. I didn't even know there was such thing as a vector file. But in 30 years of hip-hop, I collected and continued to collect ephemera and graphics and photos, both digitally, online, and offline. So I have a pretty big archive of graphics, of things I've always liked, of mood boards I've made over the years. And in 2018, I decided cold to retire from DJing. To retire from DJing. And on January 1st, I'm going to call myself a graphic designer, and I'm going to start only taking on graphic design clients.
There you go.
Started learning on YouTube, started absorbing, got notebooks, started writing down the lessons. And I decided not to get out of the chair for 10 hours a day and dedicate myself as such. And now it's been 5 years, and I've had the pleasure to design skateboards, album covers for Julie and Marley that got nominated for a Grammy, beverage bottles, packaging design, over 80 logos and identities for brands big and small, and all that without a graphic degree design. So thank you for asking.
Dang. Okay, so it sounds like you did not go to school for a graphic design degree, but you did put in the work as the same as if you had gone to school for that. And I think that's the message we need to take away from this. That is crazy. And what Tom said is that he sat down and worked on it. Of course, all that picking up little tips here and there and growing in your own passion and growing in your own way and learning along the way. It set you up for the day when you decided that, you know what, we're going to do this for real. And so that is almost like going to school. So school is not necessarily a requirement, but the learning is very important. Good answer, Tom.
And I'm learning every day, but I mean, even today, like today I watched 2 tutorial videos, even though I've been doing this 5 years. I want to get better. I am not the best, but I want to keep getting better. And if I can get better a little bit every day, then I feel like I'm on the right path. And you, Dan, are part of the journey, because in the third year, I came across you in your stream, and luckily I had been on Discord and I was abreast to Adobe and the live streams there, and you came in my path, and I definitely took note what you were doing. I love your illustration style, and that attracted me to be more involved in your Discord and be more involved in your stream. And here we are today, good friends, and I'm happy to be connected with you, brother.
Nice, nice. That's right. Thank you. Nice. So Tanya says, my school closed with one class to go to get my associated degree, and I'm at a standstill until I figure out what to do next. Tanya, you just heard Tom's story. Let me tell you something. I did not go to school. I don't have a design degree. And at this point, up until this point, I have never needed it. No one's ever asked for it. And so if you love to do design, then you need to do design. That's it. That's all. Nothing keeping you. A degree is not keeping you. Odari says, I have the street degree. I went to college to party. There you go. Yeah. Gareth is being helpful. Thank you, Gareth. Says, could you not transfer the credits? Probably. Well, then you need to check on that, Tanya. Yeah. You can do that on many different schools nowadays. I'm a born artist, says Odari. I advance learning from others. Hands-on is the best way. All right. Yes. And Tanya says, I'm getting a late start as I raise kids in a farm, so I put my art on hold until now. Me too. They got me drawing again. I love it. Awesome, Tanya. Well, listen, you gotta just jump in and do your thing, and I suggest you check out Chris Doe on YouTube, and that is what he talks about a lot is graphic design, illustration, typography, and in how to level up your portfolio so that you can find the clients that you want to work with. And it's not necessary that you have a degree to take control of your art career. There is no reason why you can't do what you want to do and without the art degree. Boom. There we go. Look at that piece, Tom. Dang. Look at that. That's one of my favorite. I like that. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what it is, but it's got some cool visuals.
It was a 3D rabbit. It's called a fluff. And I think I'm going to remix one here while we're live. Basically, my friend sent me this new project that he really is behind. And it's like, Tom, you're allowed to remix the piece. I'd like you to remix it. But I didn't have any ideas for like 3 weeks. I kept looking at it, and I was like, I don't have any ideas. And then I jumped in, and while I was creating in the beginning stages, just making a flat, like black and white, like almost like a photocopy of this 3D image. Mm-hmm. By accident, I dropped in my friend's typography. I was moving fast, and I meant to click on one photo, and I clicked on his art. And as soon as I dropped it in, magic happened. Mm-hmm. So then I said, oh, my God, look how good this looks. So then I layered it, and then I started getting shadows, like under the hat, like the way the photo looked. And I was like, oh, my God. And I just kept crafting it until I got somewhere around here. Mm-hmm. And, yeah.
Wow. There it is. Experimentation. It sounds like experiments with happy results. Nice. Yes.
We like when that happens.
And again, this is on apps that are available to download from the App Store. Just regular apps. And Garrett says happy accidents. That's right. And so all you got to do is sit there and play with it until you get something that looks like you want to keep, and sometimes, you just keep it all because you never know. You might come back to it another day and be like, oh, you know what? I can see something now. That day you're working on it, you think you're after one idea, but then you step away, come back, and you see a whole nother idea has developed there. Yes, I like that.
And it's important to note that, reassuring everybody that's listening that it's totally okay to be unsure after you start something. It's actually a normal feeling to feel like, this stinks, I'm not getting the results I want. I'm just going to start over. I'm going to erase this. And I call it the messy middle. And a lot of people call it the messy middle. And what it is, it's after you've begun and you might not know where you're going, or you've hit a wall, or you don't see what the next move is yet. So you just leave it. And then when you come back and maybe just left it for a day or an hour or whatever, and go out and get some nature and come back, your subconscious brain kind of works on it while you're not working on it. in the physical.
Mm-hmm.
And your subconscious brain is a smart little cookie that sorts out a lot of things for us, like when we're resting and, when we're not thinking of things, we kind of are in the back of our brain. So when you sit down, then you begin to push through. And when you push through, you get this magic start to happen because you've pushed through that messy middle. So pushing through that messy middle, I just want everybody to know that we all feel it. I feel it. And that, it's not something we don't experience. We all experience it. And just to push through, keep moving the pen, keep moving the mouse, keep experimenting and iterating, and you'll start to get somewhere you like. I know this because it happens almost every time on every project.
Yep. Like Humpty Hump says, do what you like. Da-na-na-na-na.
Man, one day we're going to have music in these streams. I can feel it.
Yes, we need some music, man. I was playing Odari's favorite music before I went live. It was Master P.
You know about it.
And I know I'm joking because he doesn't like it. RB and Odari says, happy little accidents. Way to go, Tom. Happy accidents make the world go round. And Garrett calls it, he says, I call it normality. That's it. And it's through those experimentations that you discover things you didn't know before. And then you realize that you like something. You start to remember what tools you use. You start to remember how you got there. And then that's when it becomes part of your process. As time goes on, then those tools, those edits, those happy accidents become part of your process. And now you have a whole new way of working and getting to that place that you know is you enjoy, and that you want to see your artwork, because now you know what it takes to get your artwork to this other level or to this point. And so now you're like, okay, I know what I need to do next time, and for this next drawing. One of the things that I've done a lot is what's the word? Is dang, I forgot it. What was I saying? I said, oh yeah, one thing is I've done a lot is gone through tutorials that I find online. Go through the tutorials, and then I will instead of doing the tutorial with the artwork that the tutorial says, here's the file, go ahead and use this, I go ahead and use my own drawings. And I try with my own design ideas, and then that gives me a whole different result at the end of the tutorial. Even though I do want to learn how to do this thing, but I want to use my own artwork so that at the end of the tutorial I learned something, I experimented, and I have something that's mine. There goes the bunny right there. That's cool. That's a fluffy bunny.
This was the original, it's an NFT, and it's a project called Fluffs, F-L-U-F-S, the Fluffs. And they came out like a month ago. And one of the things they did is they told anybody that bought their fluff, my friend Johnny bought this fluff, Johnny Kaplan. He's a TV producer over in the UK and part of the NFTS tips community. He asked me to remix this fluff. He had 4 of them all together. And I looked at them all. They're all kind of funky. I felt this one kind of represented me the best. So,
yes.
Yeah, I started pretty much taking it from here and turning it into a vector. And that was pretty much the result. I thought that was a pretty cool result for the vector. And I still didn't know what I was going to do. I put a couple backgrounds. I made a mask. And then after making the mask, I jumped in. Here is the artwork that I accidentally threw into the art because my friend stopped by and I showed him the art.
Look at that. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, my friend came by to use my friend came by, and his name is Eric Ebright. He has his own graphic design studio. And he came over and left this on my iPad, and I couldn't just leave it black and white, so I did this to it.
Yes, that's super cool. And then,
So that was the happy accident that happened, because I started the bunny, didn't know where I was going with it, right? Just started with colors and getting in. And then the magic happened once I accidentally went from this stage, which I was starting to get like some good feeling and color after vectorizing.
Wow.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Get some coloring back in.
Yes.
So then that next layer, that's when it happened.
Wow.
And I said, whoa. I said, it's not crazy, but I like how it really filled up the white hat, and any place that was bright, it filled up. And I'm like, okay, what if I do it again and again and start getting in there and start playing with I'm like, look at this. You know, I'm like, whoa.
Wow.
Let me bring some colors in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any depth under the hat yet. If you see right here, it's just all pink lines. But on this one, I started to get that depth in the eyes, and then under the hat, I could feel it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, let me keep going with that. And then added some more color and got around here. And then did some backgrounds, but then it really started taking, I really kept pushing it. Because, you know, I could keep pushing the design, and if it goes wrong, I could just go back a couple steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got plenty of iterations. So, yeah, I don't like all of these iterations, but when I start getting there, like this one I don't like, but this one I love, right? So, you know, then I sucked down I was like, let me take down the saturation. But I just couldn't believe how good just dropping some lettering in accidentally worked. I mean, it gave the whole thing style that I couldn't have called it beforehand. And then playing with the blend mode is probably my best friend here.
And so,
because
go ahead.
Yeah, just because the blend mode is giving me different effects and affecting different parts of the drawing, which is almost like me painting over that part. But in this case, I just happen to be using a graphic as my paintbrush.
Yes. And I was going to ask about the apps, because now you're using several apps. Like, that's not just one app.
This is pretty much just one app, and the app that is Pixanova.
Pixanova.
So as you can see in Pixanova, let me open the original. Hold on one sec. Pixanova, we got layers. Okay, we got our layers. I can add a layer, Photoshop, add a color, whatever. I got all my tools on the bottom. So let me start over, and I'll pull something in. So, for example, here's a good example. Let me see a good example. Let's start here. Okay, so if you look in the center of the screen, it tells me the size, 4,000 by 4,000. That's what I'm looking for. So one trick I just picked up, the bottom here, the bottom is the toolbar for the app. If I go down to the bottom right, editor, and I click on effects right above it, there's a zoom blur.
Oh my God.
Now, I can expand this circle to just get the edges, right?
Yes. Oh,
and
snap.
And I can go on the bottom here and play with the amount, how much. So I just blurred it out a little bit because I felt like that flare on the ears was crazy. Like that. Little flare on the ears up there. So now, if I have that as one layer in the background, right? Let's just say I say, okay, that's cool. Actually, let's move it so it flares out in a certain direction or something. If I flare that out, and I'm already subscribed. What are you talking about? Restore purchases. What's going on here?
Yeah. It's gonna challenge you. Challenge you to a duel.
I'm seeing a goal. Yeah, it's challenging me right now. I'm not gonna worry about the challenge. But anyway, by layering these layer over layer, I started to get the effects. And the app that I use for this, which I would use Adobe, I would have been using Adobe Photoshop, but I had started on this years back. The name of that app is called Pixanova, formerly Superimpose X, but now the app that does all those cool things is called Pixanova, and it's right here on the screen in the top left as a little butterfly.
Butterfly. I'm playing with it now. This is crazy, man. Oh my gosh. Let's try.
And we might, since this is a vector show, we might as well show them the Premiere app that we've shown before, but the app that I turn things into a vector with using my my iOS apps. And that is Vector Q. Let's open it up.
Oh yeah, Vector Q is cool, man. Yes, go for it.
All right, so let's go home. Let's open up a new photo. Let's open up. Let's take the bunny rabbit, and I'll show you what we could do. So we got the bunny here, and what it did here was, hold on one second, because everything's looking a little different, right? Editor.
I love playing with this app. What's up, Tamika RB? Thank you for stopping through. What's up, Gareth? And so Tamika and Odari, this is the app where I roll your pictures through to get that vector look to them when I feature portraits of artists and when we're drawing live. And Tom's the one who told me about it. That's where I got this idea.
So what I'm not seeing is the selections of how to vectorize it. That's weird, right?
I'm doing it now. Oh, you already in the editing.
Yeah, I shouldn't be here. Close.
You should be on the top. What is that? In the editor. Click the editor button or home. They don't do nothing. Home. That goes to home. That's not it. It's the editor or edit. Oh, the X on the top left.
Close.
There it is. So now you know.
Home.
No, not home.
Right.
Where is it? Is it? It's mine just popped up like that. I got to see the thingamajig. Yeah, that stuff on the right. Huh. I don't know why you don't see everything. There it is.
There we go. I just pulled it down.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm gonna do a pure vector. So there's lots of choices of types of vector, and they're fun to play with. But if you're looking to like vectorize it as close to possible, you want to use that first one, pure vector.
I like playing with all the different things.
Hold on, where are we here?
Pure vector. Yes, look at that. That's crazy. Edge levels. Oops, I don't want this. Not right now. Oh, why? Yep, I clicked on something. There it is. Let's see. Pure vector. And then edges levels. Or bring that down. There's less. Global detail, more detail. Oh, yeah.
How come I can't find that screen? The screen I use all the time.
Yeah, man. What's up with that, brah? And because when you X off to the left, on the left-hand side, there it is.
Okay, here we go. Vectorizer. So here.
Oh, I see.
This is the important screen. Detail to 100 all the time. Style, you want to play with. Sometimes bringing the style down to 0 actually helps it more than giving it a whole bunch of style. Then you got tuning. I like to do a lot of colors. So tuning, even though you would think if you increase tuning, it's going to make it better, decreasing this tuning level sometimes gives it more of a realistic thing you're looking for. And then you can click on the little white circle next to the word colors or edges to shut it off. So if I want to shut off the colors and just work on the edges, I can now just work on the edges by itself.
Editor, and then I don't know how you even got to that screen, to that level.
I hit hold on, let me see. I closed out the thing like you said in the top left. and then I got to that little 3 drop-down menu in the top right. So close it out by
I see
hitting
it
the
then.
exit.
And let's see, top right.
Let me look.
Where's
I can't
this?
see your screen yet.
No, I can't see that little. Like you got.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's right right at the what do those top 3 things say?
Global detail, gray levels, edge
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah, that's what you want. Oh, you don't. Oh, you probably didn't buy the Pro version. That's why.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's why. That's why.
I gotcha.
That's okay.
Yeah. Oh snap!
And
Yeah.
and judging that they didn't let me do the trick I wanted for some reason, I think today my bill is due, and I have to have to jump off and go pay that. So yeah.
This is crazy. I like this. I like this app. I'll be playing with it, and yes, I am on the free version.
And what is cool about this, like let's say like this was the result that I like, I could go right to share in the top right corner, click share, and I could actually send this right to Adobe Illustrator or Adobe Photoshop.
I can just throw it on camera roll. No thanks. Oh, so they're trying to sell it to me. Camera roll. Oh, I can't do camera roll. One single.
You see the word output? You see 2000 by 2000 or whatever it says on the output when you can double click on the number 2000 and you can increase that to 4000 in this little calculator here.
Oh yeah.
Hit apply and then it'll scale up the vector to export it whatever size you want.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to type in just that. No, not that. I'm going to type in 4000.
Yeah,
camera roll.
I have bought this on the iPhone, so I think the iPad they're not giving you the same they're not giving
options.
You yeah, let
Same
me see
options.
restore. Let me see if my restore. Oh yeah, there it is. Let me see. I am a pro user. There you go. It did recognize me. So
Boom.
There. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool,
So I'm going to export it. I'm going to export it as a 4000 by 4000 PNG. Okay, now for fun, we're going to go back into Pixanova and see what happens if I drop that new PNG on top of here, if I can get any cool results. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. So here's that vector I just made of the 3D. And I'm going to say yes to that. I dropped it in. I'm going to transform it. Fit to canvas. Right? And then I'm going to hit the blend mode and see what I can do here. So I'm going to go to blend mode and see if there's any cool effect that could work with that bunny on top.
Wow, look at that. So now you're really like stacking your layers and making them work for you. I like that.
That gave me a cool color that I hadn't had before. So what I would do right now is just save this version. It's not a final version, but it's something I might want to work on. So I'm just going to export that out real quick as a H quality JPEG. I usually tend to work in JPEGs because I know everyone loves PNGs, and yeah, I use PNGs, but they're like 4 times bigger sometimes than a JPEG, and that file fills up quick. So just as long as I'm keeping high res 300 DPI, I'm okay with the JPEG. Some people say they deteriorate in time. That's true. If you're bringing it into programs and exporting it, yes, but for the way my workflow is, it doesn't do that. So I'm happy with that.
Okay. Yeah. This is crazy. And so I like Tom's process where, you start on one app, you move to another app, and a lot of the work that you can do with your graphics, with your illustrations, is not dependent on one application. It's a mix of different things. And like I just made this right now, my little Skully, and it's like that is so cool. Just using the couple apps and then brought it into Illustrator, and I can do more with my design than if I was just stayed in one application.
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome.
And I like to call that the workflow.
The workflow.
The workflow.
All right, so now let me go ahead and, oops, let's go ahead and grab that. Come on, that's not it. There we go. Come on.
If I'm not mistaken, Bree was just calling me by accident.
Okay. Nice. This is good. Okay, so let's get rid of this other one. Turn that on. Select it. And just delete it. Get rid of that. Bam. New layer. And so now I'm playing around. So now, I know we're on Behance and the Creative Cloud is the thing around here, but you don't have to just only stick with the Creative Cloud. You can work on any program that you want to get the results that are going to help you make your artwork what you want.
Yeah, look at it like Adobe's the tribe that you live in. But being a free human, you are allowed to go out and experiment and meet other tribes. It's allowed. You come home, you sleep at home with your tribe, but you are allowed to go out and meet and learn and find out what else is out there in the world.
Yep.
And yeah, I love everything Adobe. And I love that the apps that I choose to use that aren't Adobe work well when I'm in Adobe. And it all works as a happy workflow. And that's part of the reason I'm able to join you today is because of those happy workflows.
Happy workflows. Go ahead. Sorry.
El Bambo.
This is El Chavo, but yes, it's cool.
Too good. Don't know if it's going to fit that O.
No, I wasn't going to fit that O, which is why I drew it on its own layer, so I can select that whole layer and resize it.
There you go.
Man, but I still have room because the black square is not where it should be. So it's cool. It's cool. I can still move it around. Yeah. This is crazy. All right, here we go. Boom.
We are making art.
Yes, we are. We are just sitting here experimenting, having fun, and enjoying the creative process. And you should have fun with your art, man. You gotta have fun.
Gotta have fun.
Yeah. Bam, there it is. El Chavo. And then I got to there. So now I got the art, the letters. Very cool. And I can turn down that opacity. Boom, there it is. Bam. And I can do one of Tom's numbers. Select the background. Go into my color. And gradient. Freeform gradient. And there goes Tom. So you're adding some more. You know, one thing that looking at that bunny, I think, and looking at his arms and that contrast between the red and the black is kind of like a Star Wars Darth Maul, or like Hellboy when he gets mad and then or something happens to him where his fist gets that fire, those fire lines, those lines in his arm filling with fire. That's awesome.
I love all that.
I'm
gonna drop it below, see what happens. Nothing much. So let's play with the top layer, see if we can blend up. Let's see if we can blend mode our way out of here.
You can do it. All right, hold on. Come on, there it is. Got that. Boom. So this color is gonna be that color.
I'm gonna start playing with some color over here too.
Whoa, dude. All right, so now we're gonna duplicate that rectangle. Boom. And this first rectangle is gonna be black. Bam. Solid color. Make it solid. And then this layer, we're gonna turn the opacity down. There you go. Nap time. Good night, RB. Yes. We're not staying up too late tonight. We are just having fun right now, and so far so good. I like it. All right, so there goes that, and select everything here, and I'm gonna give it a stroke. There we go. So black stroke, and we're gonna go with a 4. Let's see what happens. Oof, that's not good. So let's go with a 2. Or do we need? No. That's all wrong. That's all wrong. But that's crazy looking. That is nuts. So no. Let me see. What is it? There's something I want to do here. I need to select the colors that I want. Or I know what to do. I know what I'm doing. So select everything. Boom. Duplicate. It's one right on top of the other. Bam. So lock that one, and this one we will add a stroke. Let's see. Here we go. Go there, and let's curve everything out and make this a 4. There it is. Oh snap! I got it. I like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see if we make it a 6.
So, like, one thing you could do, Dan, is when you finish all of the Project Scullys, you can go out and make another version with this style. If that was a style that you know.
Yeah. Well, and what I want to do with the Scullys, I want people to take their creativity out on the Scullys, cause what I'm doing is it's at one level, and then artists like yourself can say, okay, well, how far can I take the Skully now? And now it's someone else's job to come around and say, okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and make this happen.
I like the sound of it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's kind of like what I wanted. Why I like what you did with the DJ, because like I did one part, but now it's your turn to do the other part.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm playing with the negatives and positives now to see if I can get some cool things going on.
Boom, El Chavo. This one is scary. So there you go. We're making it happen. So I just played around with a couple of files, brought them back into Illustrator, and I played around some more. So the name of this, let's call this something else. It's going to be called Chavo. Boom. Boom. There it is. Bam. And just like that, and then I can export. Publish and export. Export as a PNG. Save the image. You know, what if I did what Tom said JPEGs. All right. Boom. High quality, high resolution. All artboards. Okay. Export that. Yeah. Bam. So now there, I just made a whole nother one. Nice. What was this? Was there a
Dan, in the app called, what's it called? In the app called Pixanova that I'm working in.
Mm-hmm.
If you look in the top right corner and I go to export, I can export as a PSD. See that?
Yeah.
So just saying, it's friendly. It's friendly with Adobe. These guys already spoke to Adobe, and things are happening.
Nice. So there's my Skully. So it started off like this. Let me go ahead and bring it in. It started off like that. That was one version of the Skully, and then boom, I brought it through Vector Q. And I like this look too because it has the UI of Adobe Fresco. And so that adds a whole nother element to the design itself. And then, bam, that was with the colors. I like this too. And then I went in and brought it into Illustrator. And so I was able to play with it like this. Yes. Yes. Cool. Yes.
And here I brought the character into a couple backgrounds of famous cities, and here we see Big Ben in London, and
yep.
I got a couple versions like that, and then I got one, boom, and I got one here that's in New York City.
Wow.
Yeah, right there.
Wow, that's super cool. I like that one. Like that one is awesome. Yeah, yeah. It's like real life. Yes.
And that's how I draw vectors on the iPad.
Nice, nice, nice. Everybody give Tom a hand. DJ Tom LaRock. The music that you heard at the beginning of this live stream is by Tom LaRock. Check him out on Twitter. It's a nice filter, or is it at Tom LaRock? I forget how many names.
At Tom _ LaRock.
Okay. So it's at Tom _ LaRock on Twitter. Check him out and say what's up. Follow his work. And from the Twitter, you can check out his collection of NFTs. And you can see the artwork that I did and DJ Tom LaRock. And that's one of his NFTs right there. Bam, bam, bam. Anybody have any questions? Please send them our way. Please let us know what you think so far. Please let us know what you're going to do about some of these apps that are available to you right now. You need to just get up and get on it.
Dan, anybody can hit me up through DM. If there's any way I can help them work on their process and help them with an app that might get them to their goals in design. So,
nice.
Yeah, feel free to hit me up at any time, and I'd be happy to answer anybody's question.
We are on the front page. Handle your business.
Woohoo! We made it. We're rich. Give us money, Adobe.
Mama, I made it.
Nice. There it is. That's right. Yep. So this is the art on the left is the art and design by Tom LaRock. On the right-hand side, I have been drawing and playing around with some of the apps that Tom has mentioned, along with working on my Humpty Hump. I need to sit down and focus on my Humpty Hump. And so it says lumpy. He says, I like my oatmeal lumpy. So that's why it says lumpy right there. I know how to spell Humpty, but it's lumpy. And so I'm starting to put on the suit in a second. But yes, check out my Skully series. Skully series is on Instagram, Twitter. Check it out. Stop on through. Say what's up. But Tom says, come on and hit him up and hang out in the Clubhouse. There's a Clubhouse app, and there's a lot of discussions on NFT, so don't lose out on the conversation.
And art in general. It doesn't even have to be about an NFT. You don't have to know anything about anything digital. You could be a painter and still show up and ask the most basic questions, and we're there to help anybody talk about art and the discussions we have every day. Dan, you've sat in on some, and some of them get really, really, really good. And yeah, I welcome everybody to come join us on Clubhouse. The name of the club on Clubhouse is nfts.tips. And that's N as in Nancy, FTS, nfts.tips. And it's also the name of the website. You can check it out.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you, Tom, for your awesomeness and time. And everybody, thank you for hanging out. There it is. Thank you, Tamika, for dropping in the nfts.tips. NFTS tips on the Behance chat. Big ups to everybody who stopped through tonight and hung out with us. Tamika, Odari, RB, Gareth Williams. Let's see. Who else do we have in here? Tanya, go ahead and draw and design, and don't worry about a degree right now. Get your weight up. That's what you got to do right now. Get your weight up. Elias, thank you for stopping through. And on YouTube, we had Bree Price stop on by and said, what's up? I appreciate that. Go ahead and check me out. I am Delta Tango Mike, and I'm always around in Instagram or Twitter, Facebook, Delta Tango Mike. Big ups to Moto Void and Bree Odari hanging out in the Discord right now. Free to join us in the Discord. There is a link to the Discord in the description of this video, so go ahead and just stop on through. Leave a thumbs up, please. Drop a thumbs up. Let us know how we're doing and what you think about it. If you have a favorite iPad drawing app, let us know what that is. Let us know what that app is, because I'm always looking for more apps. And I just bought the Clip Studio Paint the other day. It was on sale, $25. You can't beat that. I think it's a yearly. Yeah, man, it's a yearly subscription, and so I went ahead and got it. I'm all Adobe. Everything I draw is with Adobe, but I went ahead and got it and said, you know what? Because you don't get price breaks like that often. So there it is, Clip Studio Paint. Bam! I have a ton of drawing apps. I really enjoy drawing, and I want the ability to hop on any application. Bam! There it is. Boom! Where I can draw myself. If there's an application out there for drawing, then I'm gonna try to draw myself. I bought the one-time license when they had 80%. Dang, you got me. Now, one thing about Clip Studio Paint is that they had. I bought the sale for the iPad because I already have it on Windows. So I already have the Windows version. So I wanted the iPad version. That's why I did that. So yeah, it's a good deal. Go ahead and do it. All right, so there we go. Bam, boom, bam. That is gangster.
And shout out to Apple for letting our stream continue at least solidly for the last half hour. Thank you, Apple.
Yeah. And I think that's a Discord thing. Like Discord hasn't mastered their app all the way right for us to get a good clean stream on an iPad. I'm sure they're waiting on Apple to give them some money or something. It's like,
that's okay.
Yeah. But you did good. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, everybody. All right, I'm out. Let's go ahead and say good night. Go ahead and stop on through on the Discord if you want to hang out, ask questions, ask Tom some questions, and let's keep drawing. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Let's see anything else. Odari says that's gangsta, Tom, and thanks, guys. All right, everybody. Have a good night, y'all. Talk to you later. See you on the next live stream. I know that Odari streams on Friday. Tamika, the artist, streams on Thursdays, and I'll see you on Monday. Peace out. Or no, I got 2 days. Friday is the 15th, so I will be streaming on the 15th. Dang, I stream all the time. Peace out.